Nicely done.
I can conceive of a national destiny which meets the responsibilities of today and measures up to the possibilities of tomorrow.
Welcome to the 120th commencement of the University of Idaho. Now entering are the faculty of our colleges, followed by the graduates of the University of Idaho. It is a tradition here that the faculty form two columns for the graduates to walk between before entering their seats. College of Graduate Studies, leading the university's research and creative activities at the graduate level is the College of Graduate Studies, formalized in 1925. The college encompasses all college programs within the university. The Graduate College offers 80 master's degrees from accounting to water resources, 3 specialty areas of education, and doctoral degrees in 30 disciplines. The college is responsible for university-wide excellence in graduate education and training, serving over 1,700 graduate and professional students at 5 campus locations. Graduate students, in collaboration with faculty, have helped the University of Idaho earn recognition as one of just 5 research universities in the Northwest with the distinction of high research activity from the prestigious Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching. Through their work in the classroom and laboratory, students in the College of Graduate Studies are making significant contributions to important global issues, including the development of alternative fuels, the preservation of natural resources, and the building of sustainable communities. The College of Law. Established in 1909, the University of Idaho College of Law is among America's best small state public law schools. The college emphasizes quality over quantity, where students learn the law in a collegial environment with personal attention given to the education of each student. The College of Law's main campus is in Moscow on the University of Idaho campus, with a location in Boise, which houses additional second and third year options. The College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Founded in 1901, the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences is led today by student Katie Russell, who's a double major in Animal and Veterinary Sciences and International Studies from Hayden, Idaho. The college has 35 graduate and undergraduate academic majors offered from 7 academic departments. 203 faculty located on campus and around the state of Idaho serve over 1,100 students. The College of Agricultural and Life Sciences is a world leader in research and extension efforts on potato variety development and production practices. The college has also developed strong partnerships with Idaho's Wheat and Barley Commissions and a private international seed company to enhance research on cereal grain variety development. Research on dairy production and management has helped Idaho move into 4th place nationally in milk and cheese production. The college has recently focused on developing innovative extension programs on financial literacy for Idaho's youth and families through a partnership with Northwest Farm Credit Services and CoBank. College of Art and Architecture. Established in 1981, the College of Art and Architecture has 6 programs: Architecture, Art and Design, Bioregional Planning and Community Design, Landscape Architecture, Interior Design, Virtual Technology and Design. The college offers 10 degrees and has 45 faculty. The College of Art and Architecture prepares students to become not only skilled artists or designers, but also expert problem solvers. College of Business and Economics. Established in 1925, the College of Business and Economics is led by student Tom Hennessy from Mountain Home, an accounting and finance major. The college has 7 undergraduate majors, an executive MBA and Master of Accountancy graduate programs. 39 faculty serve students in the college. Students in the College of Business and Economics gain hands-on experience and real-world insights through the renowned integrated business curriculum. This highly acclaimed cross-functional approach to business education mirrors the way business is done in the real world. The four-year curriculum features team building, group dynamics, and cross-functional perspectives. In addition, the integrated business curriculum features leadership, proficiency in the core business functions, and networking. College of Education. Established June 7, 1920, the College of Education is led by student Travis Seltrich from Kellogg, Idaho, majoring in exercise science and health. The College of Education offers 5 undergraduate degrees, 8 master's degrees, and 10 doctoral degree programs, and is served by 48 faculty members. The University of Idaho College of Education serves the people of Idaho and the region by providing research-based educational programs that emphasize leadership at all levels. The college has a strong reputation for innovation and excellence in Idaho, the Northwest, and beyond, graduating a significant portion of Idaho's educators and offering dynamic programs that are innovative, effective, and often interdisciplinary. College of Engineering. Established in 1907, the College of Engineering is led by student Alex Ackerman of Grangeville, Idaho, a mechanical engineering graduate. The College of Engineering is one of the Northwest premier engineering colleges with nearly 100 faculty, 50 staff, and 1,700 students. The college is known for educational programs that provide both hands-on design and research experience, as well as sound fundamentals. The college senior capstone project requirement is recognized as one of the best in the country by the National Academy of Engineers. The college offers 9 undergraduate degrees and graduate degrees in 13 areas. The college pursues research in a variety of fields, including microelectronics, cybersecurity, sustainable energy, transportation, and water management. College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. The College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences is the oldest and newest college at the University of Idaho. It began as part of Letters and Sciences in 1900 and its current configuration dates from July 2006. Offering more than 40 majors with help from 165 faculty members, the college is led by student Joanne Roman of Rathdrum, Idaho, a BA recipient in French and International Studies. With nearly 3,800 students in 11 departments, the college is the largest division of the University of Idaho and the academic bedrock of the university. Reaching every student through the general education curriculum, the college experience enhances each student's understanding about the world, helping cultivate social and personal responsibility, ethical and moral decision-making, and a sense of global citizenship. The English department partners with the College of Natural Resources to offer Semester in the Wild. Students spend 3 months at the Taylor Wilderness Research Station, earning 15 credits in 5 different humanities and natural resources classes. The University of Idaho's Confucius Institute is growing its reach and has expanded its courses in Chinese language and culture and has deepened its relationship with the South China University of Technology in China. The Lionel Hampton International Jazz Festival in the School of Music earned the prestigious National Medal of the Arts. Among many highlights for research and scholarships, the James A. and Louise McClure Center for Public Policy Research conducts research to explore topics related to food security, natural resource policy, and highway infrastructure and policy. Professor Stacy Camp in the Sociology and Anthropology Department continues to further the archaeological investigation of Kuski, a Japanese-American internment camp in Idaho. Among the literary arts, Professor of English Robert Wrigley is the author of an award-winning poetry collection. Professor of English Daniel Orozco won a Whiting Writers Award for a short story collection. And Professor Kim Barnes was just last week awarded the Governor's Award for Excellence in the Arts. College of Natural Resources. Established in 1917, the College of Natural Resources is led by students Robert Marr from Montesano, Washington, a forest resources major. With more than 50 faculty members, the college offers 8 majors with a variety of specialties. At the College of Natural Resources, forward-thinking faculty, staff, and students are dedicated to making a positive and profound impact on the way we interact with and manage natural resources. The college works toward a common goal of sustaining people and the land through innovative science, technology, and leadership. College of Science. Established in 2002, the College of Science is led today by 2 students. Taylor Fletcher is a biology graduate from Boise, Idaho, and Mariah Eckwright from Moscow, Idaho, majored in mathematics with an applied scientific modeling option. Both students have completed their degrees with grade point averages above 3.8 and have selected for the honor of highlight because students from their academic excellence. Both also exhibit excellence in something for which the College of Science takes great pride: undergraduate student participation in research. "120 faculty members serve the College of Science, which offers 6 bachelor's programs, 9 master's disciplines, and doctoral degrees in 7 areas of study. The College of Science takes pride in the research opportunities and accomplishments of its students, both graduate and undergraduate. Students learn the excitement of scientific research through working alongside our excellent faculty on groundbreaking research projects. The College of Science has research expertise in a wide range of fields, from fish biology to pure and applied mathematics and nanoscience to bioinformatics. Please welcome the platform party, followed by the Officer Education Program candidates. Kurt Pregetzer, Dean, College of Natural Resources. Paul Joyce, Dean, College of Science. Mark Hoverson, Dean, College of Art and Architecture. Ji Chen, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Ben Hunter, Associate Dean of the Libraries. John Foltz, Term Dean, College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Andy Kirsten, Dean, College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. Mario Reyes, Dean, College of Business and Economics. Jim Gregson, Associate Dean, College of Education. Mark Adams, Dean, College of Law. Jeff Siegmiller, Director of the WAMI Medical Education Program. Larry Stauffer, Dean, College of Engineering. Anthony St. Clair, Graduate Professional Student Association President. Allie Bretthauer, Chair of Staff Affairs. Matt Gerard, Sergeant at Arms for the Student Bar. Yolanda Bisbee, Tribal Relations Executive Director. Nate Fisher, ASUI President. Gene Stevenson, Vice Provost for Academic Affairs. Bruce Pittman, Vice Provost for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Heather Chermak, Registrar. Steve Johnson, Alumni Relations Director. Rob Spear, Athletics Director. Carmen Suarez, Chief Diversity Officer and Associate Vice Provost for Student Affairs. Jack McIver, Vice President, Research and Economic Development. Kent Nelson, General Counsel. Keith Ickes, Executive Director for Planning and Budgeting. Ron Smith, Vice President, Finance and Administration. Sanjay Sisothia, Senate Commencement Committee Chair. Lieutenant Colonel Brad Martin, U.S. Army. Bill Gosling, University of Idaho Regent. Bob Smith, Commencement Speaker. Nicholas Crookston, Honorary Degree Candidate. Patricia Kempthorne, Honorary Degree Candidate. Kathy Aiken, Provost and Executive Vice President. Marty Itcherberg, Faculty Senate Chair and Mace Bearer. And Chuck Staben, President of the University of Idaho. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the entrance of our Combined Services Color Guard, followed by the singing of our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order! Post, coast! Freeze it! On!
Please welcome the Chair of the University of Idaho Faculty Senate, Dr. Marty Itcherberg.
Thank you. Please be seated. It is a great pleasure to welcome you all to the 2014 University of Idaho Fall Commencement Ceremony. To the family and friends of the graduates, thank you for coming today to show your support. To the graduating students, I have one recommendation as you leave University of Idaho. I'm holding myself to one, not because I can't think of more. After all, as a professor, I'm trained to wax eloquent for 50 minutes at a time. Instead, it is because by the end of the day, you will have heard plenty of advice from plenty of people. In a sentence, my recommendation is, don't forget your tools. I'm sure many of you have heard the quote, if your only tool is a hammer, then every problem looks like a nail. During your academic career at University of Idaho, you have developed many tools. You have learned to write and speak clearly, to open your mind to opinions that differ from your own, to solve mathematical problems, to use the partition function to calculate the Helmholtz free energy. Okay, maybe that last one only applies to physics majors. The point is that thanks in part to your education at UI, you have a lot more tools than just a hammer. So when you leave University of Idaho, don't forget your tools. On behalf of all faculty members, to all the graduating students, congratulations. We are proud of who you have become. Now, please join me in welcoming the 18th president of the University of Idaho. Sorry. Slip. University of Idaho, President Chuck Staben.
First, I'd like to thank Marty for the near promotion. Thank you, Dr. Itcherberg, for opening our commencement ceremony. We're grateful for your leadership as chair of the Faculty Senate. And thank you to the University Wind Ensemble, conducted by Professor Al Gemberling and our vocalist, Daniel Johnson. The presentation of colors under the command of the Army was made by a joint color guard comprised of cadets from Idaho's Army, Navy, and Air Force ROTC units. And thank you to our marshals and for the leadership of Dr. Mickey Gunter, our lead marshal for our ceremony today. And thanks also to Jeremy Falk, our voice from above. Welcome to our special guests, Regent Bill Gosling on the platform. Bill? Our deans, our faculty, our honored guests, parents and families, thank you for joining us. Welcome to our beautiful and historic home campus of the state's leading national research university. You've all spent many hours, days, weeks, and years working to be here today. And so for my part, I will reward your hard work with the best kind of speech, a short one. As the president, I do want to share with you some highlights of the University of Idaho's success story, the story in which you today are writing another chapter. A moment ago, I called this university a leading national research university. What does that mean? Well, it means several things, really. First, we are the state's land-grant institution, a historic charge to enhance the lives of our state's citizens and the state of Idaho. The university has pursued that mission for 125 years, since our 1889 founding, before Idaho was even a state. We celebrated that 125-year legacy all of this year. You, as graduates, have a special place in this celebration as the final graduating class of this historic year. Serving citizens of Idaho from north to south and east to west, the University of Idaho transforms lives with educational opportunities, research, and outreach throughout Idaho. Our statewide reach includes research facilities, extension services, community programs, and more. Across the state of Idaho, in communities big and small, the university is contributing nearly $1 billion in economic impact yearly, much of that the enhanced earnings of our graduates. And I'm sure most of you are hoping to get jobs after graduation as well, and add to that total. The U of I conducts nearly 3/4 of the state's extramurally funded research. Many of you receiving degrees today have no doubt participated in that process of discovery and innovation. But the Vandal impact is about much more than money. It is about opportunities and experience that help us make our world better. This impact is about people. Vandals transform their world through discovery, through service to their communities, through dedication and commitment to whatever they set their mind to, even becoming an astronaut. And we have one with us today, by the way. Each of you as Vandal graduates are poised to continue that tradition of excellence, what we proudly call our legacy of leading. Today's ceremony honors your journey and celebrates your achievement. Your graduation today is a tribute to your perseverance and hard work. It is a success story for you, for your families, for our state, and for the University of Idaho. Graduates, as you move to new opportunities and challenges, I encourage you to remember, you may shut your textbooks today, but always be open to learning. A degree is an essential step, but success is a long journey. Keep working hard, keep finding meaning in the choices that you make, one step at a time. Represent us well as citizens, as community members, and as leaders, as Vandals. You are on your way, and you will go far. Congratulations. Many of you might not be here today without your support system, parents, family, spouses, children, and friends. The advice, inspiration, hopes, and dreams of that support network have helped you to rise to this challenge. I trust our graduates won't mind if I speak for them and say to those in the audience, thank you. On behalf of all the graduates and the faculty and staff at the University of Idaho, I invite all parents, grandparents, guardians, families, loved ones, and friends, those who have been so supportive of our graduates, to stand and be recognized by our graduates. Seated directly behind me are some of the University of Idaho's leaders. Members of the platform party, if you would please rise. Thank you for your leadership and dedication to the students of this great institution. It's always hard to know what they're doing behind me, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, our platform party. As I said, it is a privilege that we have one of our regents with us today. Bill Gosling is a member of the State Board of Education and University of Idaho Regent. Regent Gosling, will you please bring greetings to our graduates?
Thank you, Dr. Stamen. And on behalf of the regents of this great institution, congratulations. You have done an outstanding job. As a member of the Board of Trustees for the state of Idaho, you have opportunities that will confront you over the next several years, and what we would like is to make sure that you continue open those chapters of your textbooks and continue your studying efforts and encourage other members of your family and friends to attend college and continue their education process. Marty talked a few minutes ago about tools, and I would leave you with one more tool. It's a three-letter word that I've found that your parents have used, you've used, the citizens of this great state have used, and that's the word MAD. Make a difference. Thank you.
Thanks again, Bill, for being with us today. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker. I'm going to read the introduction, then I believe we'll have a video. Dr. Robert Bob Smith has served as Associate Vice President for the University of Idaho, Center Executive Officer with overall responsibility for the university's Idaho Falls campus, a location focused on graduate science and engineering research-based education. He has also served as Associate Director for the Center for Advanced Energy Studies, or CAES, a partnership between Idaho's research universities and the Department of Energy's, or DOE's, Idaho National Laboratory, known as INL. Dr. Smith holds faculty rank of Distinguished Professor of Subsurface Science and is a biogeochemist with more than 30 years' experience in industry, national laboratories, and academia. Bob will be moving to Moscow early in the new year to take on a new role for the university in the Research and Economic Development Office as the Senior Associate Vice President for Research and Development. Please welcome our 2014 Winter Commencement speaker, Dr. Bob Smith.
No pockets. I'll get dignified again here. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, cherished colleagues, graduates, and families. It's an honor to participate with you today in commencement, and I thank President Staben for the invitation to speak. Graduation is a time to reminisce about your college experience, celebrate your academic accomplishments, and think about your future. As a university community, we mark this occasion with a commencement, a solemn ceremony steeped in venerated traditions and symbols, such as the wearing of academic regalia, a mace, and a commencement speech, which I've been asked to provide today. I hope to accomplish three things in this address. The first is to be brief, the second is not to be too boring, and the third is to be brief. At an Idaho Falls commencement, a reporter asked a graduating student what they thought about the speaker. Their response was, "I didn't come here to listen to a commencement speaker, I came here to get my diploma." I know exactly where I stand in the scheme of things between you as graduates and your diploma. But I would ask that you please indulge me for a few minutes as I provide some thoughts about human energy, given that I am from the Center for Advanced Energy Studies, and the connection between brain power and muscle power. I've spent the last 10 years with the Center for Advanced Energy Studies, a collaboration involving the Idaho Research Universities, the Idaho National Laboratory, and recently the University of Wyoming. During this time, I have faithfully tracked all the energy that I've purchased myself, the electricity that I buy, the natural gas that heats my house, and the gasoline to operate my vehicles. I'm obsessed with minimizing the amount of energy that I consume and obtaining the maximum effectiveness for the energy that I do use. By doing this, I've come to more fully appreciate the difference that inexpensive energy has made in all of our lives. These include blessings such as the electric lights we have, telephones that we carry around in our pockets, the internet, refrigeration, air conditioning, rapid transportation, inexpensive food, and many, many other things that make our comfortable modern life and civilization possible. However, to truly appreciate the difference this makes, I'd like to spend a little bit of time talking about human energy and how limited it is, yet how expansive it is at the same time. Over the last several years, I've taken a passing interest in bicycle racing, particularly the Tour de France. I spend the month of July watching the 21 stages on television. During the 3 weeks of the tours, the riders will cover 3,500 kilometers of beautiful French and surrounding European scenery, with the winner completing the race with an average speed of about 40 kilometers per hour. That's about 26 miles an hour. And in fact, they ride uphill at about 21 miles an hour, which is faster than I can ride on flats, and I need to be going downhill to get anywhere close to that. The average power of these well-conditioned elite athletes is around 300 watts, the equivalent of 300-watt light bulbs. Over the full 3,500 kilometer distance of the tour, a rider through his muscle power will produce about 25 kilowatts of energy. This is an amount of energy that you can buy delivered to an outlet in your department or your house for about $2. Or spread out over 21 stages, less than a dime a day. That's it. That's the energy output of a human being from muscle power. It's worth about a dime a day. Rather than muscle power now, let's consider for a moment another aspect of human energy, namely brain power. We're here today celebrating, among other things, accomplishments of brain power. The human brain uses about 10 watts. To put that in perspective, this is about the same amount of power that a nightlight uses, or that the holiday lights that we see outside on trees and buildings, about one of those. So if someone calls you a dim bulb, you should not take it as an insult, but as a remarkable accomplishment in the efficient use of energy. In contrast, if we look at some work by Kwabena Bowen, a bioengineering faculty member at Stanford University, he suggests that a robot with a processing capacity and as smart as a human brain would require 10 million watts to operate, at an energy cost of about $5,000 per day. Today's human energy economics of a dime a day for muscle power versus $5,000 a day for brain power suggests that investing in brain power, as you all have done today, is a good bet for life. However, to really recognize the true value and potential as a person, we need to understand that your muscle power and your brain power are connected, and that we as human beings are much more than biomechanical apparati that deliver different kinds of power. Your true value and potential is only realized by effectively coupling your brain power, that is your thoughts, your ideas, and your intentions, with your muscle power, which is your actions. And I'll just diverge for a minute here, is that over the last several decades, a very popular theme in science fiction has been the rise of machines and taking over and enslaving human beings. And one series in particular was looking at human beings as energy sources. At 10 watts a day, no reasonably intelligent machine would ever want to use a human being as an energy source. So, 25 years ago, I moved from southern Washington to the heart of potato country, Shelley, Idaho. Any russets here today? Okay. Although not a native Idahoan, I've lived in southern Idaho long enough to know the proper spelling of potato, S-P-U-D. Living in potato country, my sons all had opportunities to spend summers moving irrigation pipe and the falls working the spud harvest, jobs that relied on muscle power. The farmer that employed my sons was a perpetually red-faced man, looked like he got sunburned early in life and it never healed up. A living and breathing youth program who not only employed but taught boys. Although he expected the boys to be motivated and attentive to their respective assignment, he would often ride his motorcycle early in the morning to our home to pound on the door and remind the boys that the spuds weren't going to water themselves. And as much as it was to motivate the boys, I also think it was to motivate us as parents to make sure that they got up and got to work on time, so we didn't have to have the 5:30 banging on our door. Despite his best efforts, teenage boys being teenage boys, they often engaged in on-job activities that had less than desirable outcomes. Their hijinks would lead to reprimands from the red-faced farmer that inevitably included the phrase, "What were you boys thinking?" Related in human energy terms, this would be, how did you use your brain power to actuate your muscle power? The response to this question typically was embarrassed boys looking at their feet, realizing that they were not thinking, that their brain power was not effectively used to direct their muscle power. How many of us today find ourselves like these boys, taking actions without thinking about their outcomes? What were you thinking is an important question for each of us and is the foundation of a purposeful life, because its answer connects our brain power to our muscle power, our intentions to our actions. Today we are celebrating the outcome of human energy, the integration of brain power and muscle power, graduation from the University of Idaho. Each of you enrolled in the university, engaged in prescribed courses of scholarship, spent hours in the library, the field, or the laboratory studying and working hard. You've completed the requirements for your degree, for your degree programs. You all should be rightfully proud of what you've accomplished. I applaud you for your efforts. In completing your degree, you gave up or postponed opportunities to do other things. Recently, I saw a poster that said, "Hard work often pays off after time, but laziness always pays off now." Although this misguided turn of a phrase is intended to be humorous, there is wisdom here. The sacrifice that each of you made to attend college will provide dividends in the future, but only as you individually decide to more effectively connect your increased brain power to your muscle power, your intentions to your actions. So I propose to each of you the question asked by my spud farming neighbor. What were you thinking when you came to the University of Idaho? Although the answer to this question will be as varied as the individuals here today who are graduating, I expect that there will be common themes. I'll try to answer this question from the vantage point of someone who graduated 40 years ago. First, I expect the answer to the question, what were you thinking, is different now than it was at the beginning of your university experience. In fact, if what you were thinking was not challenged and refined by coming to the University of Idaho, you missed out one of the most significant transformations that can happen at college. Second, I hope, and I am confident, that during your time at the University of Idaho, you've learned how to critically think. You've come to realize that critical thinking and criticizing others is not the same thing. You can differentiate between opinions and evidence. You better appreciate diversity in all its forms and recognize that by understanding what makes each of us different, you realize how much we are all the same. You appreciate all that you've learned, yet recognize the limitations of your own understanding. You realize that your actions influence, for good or bad, not only yourself, but those around you, rippling out to the ends of the earth in subtle and complex ways. In short, you've come to understand the connections in human energy, the connection between brain power and your muscle power, the connection between your intentions and your actions, the energy connection that makes each of us truly human. As you leave the University of Idaho for the real world, and believe me, the real world isn't much different than the world we're in right here. This world is pulled by advertisers and the seldom right but never in doubt talking heads who tell us all the time what we should think. I would encourage each of you to deploy your human energies in ways that when asked the question, what were you thinking, you will not need to be embarrassed and look at your feet. Rather, because of your time at the University of Idaho, and because you better understand the connection between human energy, your brain power and your muscle power, between your intentions and your actions, you can answer, I am thinking and acting on those thoughts to make life better for me, my family, my community, and the world around me. In closing, I would like to add that when asked the question, what were you thinking, I hope that you might also answer, it's great to be a Vandal alumnus. Thank you very much.
Bob, before you return to your seat, we want to thank you for your wisdom and your humor. A little gift from the university.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Bob. I'd now like to invite Provost and Executive Vice President Catherine Aiken to the podium.
In continuing to acknowledge excellence at our university, we recognize the undergraduate students who are graduating with special honors today. Will the students please stand as I call your honor designation and remain standing while we applaud your achievements. This is an opportunity to have your brain power inform your muscle power. Cum laude, with distinction, Bronze Honor Cord, top 10% of their college class. Magna Cum Laude with great distinction, Silver Honor Cord, top 6% of their college class. Summa Cum Laude with highest distinction, Gold Honor Cord, top 3% of their college class. Also, we invite members of our numerous honor societies and organizations with cords to please stand and be recognized. You have brought distinction to yourselves and to your university through your high achievement as student scholars. We honor your hard work and commitments to learning, and we look to you for leadership in upholding high standards for yourselves and your peers. President Staben.
Now I invite Interim Provost Catherine Aiken and Dr. Sanjay Sisothia, Chair of the Faculty Senate Commencement Committee, to join me in conferring honorary degrees. Okay.
May I present Nicholas Crookston for the degree Honorary Doctor of Natural Resources.
Nicholas Crookston, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Natural Resources, together with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Nicholas L. Crookston graduated in 1977 with a master's degree in forest resources from the University of Idaho after receiving his bachelor's degree in botany at Weber State University. With his knowledge of forestry, plus his programming skills, Crookston quickly became an essential member of a forest growth modeling team that developed the Stand Prognosis Model, a forest management simulator for all the forests in northern Idaho and western Montana. In 2001, Crookston received the USDA Group Honor Award for Excellence and USDA Forest Service Outstanding Contribution to Silviculture. In 2010, he received the Rocky Mountain Research Station Eminent Science Publication Award. In recognition as a researcher, public servant, and investor in Idaho's future, the University of Idaho is proud to confer upon Nicholas L. Crookston, a most distinguished citizen and leading alumnus, the degree of Doctor of Natural Resources. May I present Patricia Kempthorne for the degree Honorary Doctor of Administrative Science.
Patricia Kempthorne, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Administrative Science, together with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Patricia Kempthorne has dedicated her life to bringing a sense of family to her work and community. After graduating with a degree in business management from the University of Idaho in 1975, and as a young mother to 2 children, she chose to build a career in the nonprofit sector and community service work. As Idaho's First Lady from 1999 to 2006, Kempthorne volunteered her time to ensure that Idaho was the best place to raise a family. As part of Governor Kempthorne's Generation of the Child initiative, she served as a co-chair of the Governor's Coordinating Council for Families and Children and worked tirelessly for the establishment of the Office for Families and Children in Idaho. In 2005, Kempthorne founded the Twiga Foundation, Inc., a nonprofit Idaho corporation dedicated to inspiring, promoting, and maintaining family consciousness at home.
in the workplace and in the community. Kempthorne is currently the president of the Twiga Foundation Board of Directors and vice chair of the Parents as Teachers National Board of Directors. She serves on the St. Luke's Children's Hospital Board of Directors and has completed terms on the University of Idaho College of Business and Economics Advisory Board and the University of Idaho Alumni Board. In recognition as a philanthropist, public servant, and investor in Idaho's future and native daughter of Idaho, the University of Idaho is proud to confer upon Patricia Kempthorne a most distinguished citizen and leading alumna, the degree of Doctor of Administrative Science.
I invite the audience to read more about our guest speaker and our honorary degree recipients in the commencement program. A tradition of the University of Idaho is administering the oath of office for the commissions of the Officer Education Program candidates achieved at the same time as they earn their degrees. Lieutenant Colonel Brad Martin, U.S. Army, will administer the oath of office for those to be commissioned in the Armed Forces of the United States. Colonel Martin.
Will the individuals designated for appointment as commissioned officers in the Armed Forces of the United States please stand? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend.
I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
Against all enemies.
against all enemies,
Foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith.
And will bear true faith
And allegiance to the same.
and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely
Without any mental reservation.
without any mental reservation
Or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully.
And that I will well and faithfully
Discharge the duties.
discharge the duties
Of the office.
of the office
Upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to introduce the newest officer leadership in the United States Armed Forces.
Congratulations, and please be seated. Congratulations to all of you commissioned officers. I know that you will serve your fellow citizens, your country, and the world well with the supreme aim of peace and harmony both at home and abroad. We wish you Godspeed and thank you for your sacrifice, courage, and commitment. Now, Provost and Executive Vice President Aiken will announce the granting of university degrees earned by our students. Provost Aiken.
We are about to begin the granting of degrees to all candidates who have met the requirements for bachelor's, master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees. These degrees have been completed through formal study at the University of Idaho. Degrees will be conferred upon all candidates present at these exercises, as well as upon those absentees who have been duly excused, and satisfactory completion of final examinations next week. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? That's most of you. President Staben, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to be awarded the baccalaureate degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations. And now you may be seated.
Will the candidates for master's and/or specialist degrees please stand? Each of you has completed satisfactorily rigorous advanced studies in academic disciplines. President Staben, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive master's and/or specialist degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the specialist degree or the master's degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations. You may be seated. Provost Aiken.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Juris Doctor, and Doctor of Athletic Training please stand? President Staben, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Athletic Training, and Juris Doctor degree so earned.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Athletic Training, Juris Doctor, so earned, with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Athletic Training, and Juris Doctor please come forward escorted by the marshals? These will be followed by the master's, specialist, and baccalaureate degrees. We ask that all candidates, after receiving their degrees, please stay for the rest of the ceremony in respect for the other graduates and their families. Students receiving the doctorate are given a doctoral hood. It is the tradition at the University of Idaho Commencement that doctoral candidates be hooded by her or his major professor.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. Welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Yeah, the times are changing everywhere. Do we dream and do we dare? It's up to you.
Students graduating with a doctoral degree will be greeted by Dean G. Chen. Islam Tawfiq Abugindia is being hooded by Major Professor Swat I. The dissertation title is High-Speed Data Converters for Ultra-Wideband Software-Defined Radio Applications. Ramadan Ali Altawer, Doctor of Philosophy and Chemistry, is being hooded by Major Professor Thomas Bitterwolf. Dissertation title, Synthesis, Reactions, and Kinetics of Indenyl Nitrosyl Group Metal Carbonyl Complexes with Phosphorus Ligands. Brooke Alyssa Anderson, Doctor of Philosophy and Chemistry, is being hooded by Major Professor Patrick Hrdlicka. The dissertation title is Synthesis and Characterization of Energetically Activated Duplexes for Sequence Unrestricted Recognition of Double-Stranded DNA. Brad Pendleton Dieter, Doctor of Philosophy and Education, is being hooded by Major Professor Sharon K. Stoll. Dissertation, Pedagogical and Physiological Approach to Treating Type 2 Diabetes. Jeremy Michael Uze, Doctor of Athletic Training, is being hooded by Major Professor Jeffrey Gordon Siegmiller. Improving Patient Care in a Secondary School Athletic Training Setting. Norman Fisher, Doctor of Philosophy and Engineering, is being hooded by Major Professor Joseph Daniel Law. Dissertation, In-Phase Motor Bus Transfer. Sean Michael Grassel, Doctor of Philosophy and Natural Resources, is being hooded by Major Professor Janet Rachlow. Ecological relationships of black-footed ferrets, American badgers, and black-tailed prairie dogs in South Dakota. Peggy Lee Hamlet, Doctor of Philosophy and Education, is being hooded by Major Professor Sharon K. Stoll. Dissertation, Integrated Wellness Training to Improve Total Well-Being, Wellness Beyond the Physical. John Bennett Harrington, Doctor of Philosophy and Education, is being hooded by Professor James A. Gregson and Professor Ed Galindo. Investigating the factors that motivate and engage Native American students in math and science on the Duck Valley Indian Reservation. Blaise Alexis Fuatio Kenye, Doctor of Philosophy and Physics, will be hooded by Major Professor David McElroy. Dissertation, Surface Chemistry of Hierarchical Nanosprings for Sensing and Catalysis. Julie K. Magulki, Doctor of Philosophy and Education, is being hooded by Major Professor Julie A. Fodor. Dissertation, Perceptions of Families and Coaches on the Importance of Emergent Literacy Activities of Young Children with Disabilities. Shampias Mondal, Doctor of Philosophy in Entomology, is being hooded by Major Professor Nilsa Bosch-Perez. Studies on the relationships of potato virus Y and potato leaf roll virus with their aphid vectors in potato. Kateri Picard-Ray, Doctor of Philosophy in Education, is being hooded by Major Professor Laura B. Holyoke. Exploring factors impacting transfer of learning in child welfare training, a Delphi study. Jennifer Anand Sundararajan, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, is being hooded by Major Professor Yu Shang. Dissertation, Radiation Effects on Magnetic Nanomaterials and Applications in Nuclear Energy. Simba Tarima, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Science, is being hooded by Major Professor Ian von Lindern. Dissertation, Unprecedented Lead Poisoning Outbreak in Zamfara, Nigeria, a multidisciplinary humanitarian response to an environmental public health disaster in a resource-scarce setting. Students graduating with the Juris Doctor degree will be greeted by Dean Mark Adams and hooded by Richard Seaman and Shakira Sanders. Zachary Akers. William C. Graham. Michael Wade Hart. Tara M. Patterson. Students graduating with a specialist or master's degree will be greeted by Dean G. Chen. Eric W. Anderson, Landscape Architecture. Benjamin James Andrews, Mechanical Engineering. Melissa Dawn Courtnage, History. Megan Elizabeth Craig, Architecture. Hillary Marie Davis, Applied Economics. Michael Anthony DeCidero, Special Education. Lauren Marie Eliezer, Special Education. Logan P. Evans, Computer Science. Philip Fichtel, Architecture. Tricia Marie Fiskus, Adult Organizational Learning and Leadership. Janae Elizabeth Hakala, Adult Organizational Learning and Leadership. Najah Zhang, Accountancy. Sarah Mae Francis Johnson, Adult Organizational Learning and Leadership. Nicholas Allen Kirsch, Landscape Architecture. Joshua Tyler Bratkus Nags, Art. Louis Ryan Litzko, Electrical Engineering. Kendra Elizabeth McMillan, Educational Specialist in Educational Leadership. Ross L. Parsons, Natural Resources. Nicole Renee Reed, Agricultural Education. Justin Rice, Geological Engineering. Aaron Paul Rodriguez, Geology. Bobby Jean Rooney, Curriculum and Instruction. Amy Beth Wise, Curriculum and Instruction. Lynette Marie Rose, Curriculum and Instruction. Ashley Elizabeth Sapp, Educational Leadership. Cynthia Madeline Schulte, Animal Science. Ray Shee, Teaching English as a Second Language. Jacqueline Ann Simmons, Mathematics. Matthew Camp Sipple, Civil Engineering. Justin Smith, History. Jennifer Ann Spencer, Animal Science. Edmund James Stowe, Civil Engineering. Erica A. Thiel, Adult Organizational Learning and Leadership. Bradford Keith Tower, Civil Engineering. Brianna Berja Truden, Landscape Architecture. Garima Tiagi, Applied Economics. Benjamin Scott Watson, Civil Engineering. Angela Patricia White, Movement and Leisure Sciences. Nathan Aaron Wilkerson, Chemical Engineering. Sichen Zhu, Teaching English as a Second Language. Chelsea Ann Small, Accountancy. Ellen Kasich, Accountancy. Krista Mae Gregory, Accountancy. Andrew James Maskell, Accountancy. Kyle Andrew Ramos, Accountancy. Jill K. Jacobs, Accountancy. Sean Patrick Beatty, Physical Education. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Agriculture and Life Science will be greeted by Dean John Foltz. Kay Lee Russell, magna cum laude. Darla Ann Amundsen. Ashley Augusta Anderson. Kayla Lynn Barkdal. Joshua Aaron Barman. Travis Allen Blackstock. Chelsea Anna Marie Blue. Courtney Elizabeth Brock. Kayleen Chung. Patricia J. Clark. Jennifer Lucille Connerly. Joycelyn Taylor Crisp. Kelsey Amber Farley. Tiffany Clarice Friesen. Crystal Marie Gleixner. Olivia K. Hatcher. Yanli Hurtado Cortez. Kristen Mary Husk, cum laude. Zachary Thomas Goddard. Kirk Russell Iverson. Giselle Karen Kaufman. Michael John Kelmel. Michael Drayden Kreft. Jared Allen Lund. Justin Michael McCaw. Adrian Ty Marshall. Aaron E. McCauley. Abigail Rose Menke. Caitlin Marie Chapin, cum laude. Caitlin Christine Nichols. Alina Karen Wilfong. Courtney Paige Stallings. Caitlin Machiella Milligan, cum laude. Corin Marie Nordquist. Megan O'Neill. Haley Ruth Palmer. Allison Jean Payne. Monica Mercedes Preciado. Kali Lane Saucer, magna cum laude. Beverly Ann Schertz. Matthew Marshall Schroep. J. Kelly Sutton. Taylor Nicole Vincent. Jacob Wallace Watt. Tanya Marie Weber. Daniel Scott Whitesett. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Art and Architecture will be greeted by Dean Mark Hoverston. Jordan Matthew Amos. Kaylee Jill Brown. Annie Leonia Canto. Jeffrey Philip Endicott. Jessica Nicole Hastreiter. Mark Joseph Lapointe, summa cum laude. Nikolai Joel Paul Martinek. Blaine Matthew Murray. Caitlin Shea Perkins. McCandless James Pierce. Sarah Frances Sundquist. Austin Shane Wilner. Hannah Catherine Willard. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Business and Economics will be greeted by Dean Mario Reyes. Thomas Blaine Hennessy, magna cum laude. Emily A. Asker. Jason Andrew Gorman, magna cum laude. Brendan Michael Woodell. Tyler Mann Bevins. John Kavika Bell, cum laude. Jacob W. Brezenek. Michael Anthony Smarjosi. Philip Clarence Conrad. Kelsey Amanda Cole. April Lynn Conway. Carla Lucia DeSoki, summa cum laude. Megan Marie Carpenter. Rachel Clarice Henley. Claire Ann Kennedy. Colin Kane. Tristan David Chambers. Jonathan Livingston Holder. Min Hain. Robert John Hopper. Hillary Lee Judd. Riken Dior. Timothy Joel Cast. Bernard Peter Lieber III. Hemming Liu. Patrick Philip Gibney. Brendan Daniel Olson. Alec Aaron McDaniel. Colleen Marie Mikhail cum laude. Joseph Tyler Mead. Lisa Marie Miller, cum laude. David Matthew Moore. Alex Morton. Whitney Nicole Rails. Nicholas Eloise van Rotz. Michael James Marbo. Jonathan Maxwell Ford. Christian I. Whitehead. Wyatt Austin Lockhart. Matthew Wyatt Smith. Troy Evan Slater. Peter Andrew Rustemeyer. Parker James Ryan. Natasha Rianne Saxon. Meredith Janine Stone. Neil Allen Martin. Murphy Allen Olmstead. Yan Shen. Fan Yang. Rocheng Zhao.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Education will be greeted by Associate Dean James Gregson. Travis Wayne Seltenreich. Jordan Wilcox Anderson. Dustin K. Bennett. Tyler Timothy Bennett. Allison Ann Bjorky. Ashley Jacqueline Chrisman. Stephen Allen Collins. Chris Colin Costadin Galdes. Catherine Ann Dodds. Madison L. Farley. Jennifer Nicole Gibson. Kate Lee Heckendorn. Taylor Marie Curtis Hewitt. Kenna R. Hopkins. Hillary Ann Howell. Justin Tanner Johnson. Tori Lynn Johnson. Jacqueline Marie Lesuin. Hannah Rose Lawrence. Chelsea Lane McKay. Marco Antonio Mendoza. Brock Edward Morris. Brooke Marie Nutter. Kyle Scott Oldemeyer. Byron Daniel Pringle. Brandon Robert Robinson. Mackenzie Robson. Maribel Sanchez. Thank you. Kaisa Amanda Schneider. Hunter Smith. William Smith Stevens III. Blanca Cecilia Venegas Rodriguez. Kyle Gregory Vester. Aubrey Marie Wright. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree from the College of Engineering will be greeted by Dean Larry Stauffer. Alex James Ackerman, cum laude. Ryler Japheth Adams. Ali Abed Almater. Ashton Taylor Drake Bailey. Paul Edward Bailey. Corbin W. Bassler. Jesse Dalton Clark. Levi J. Dawes. Matthew James Garrison. Joseph Anthony Gillian. Jacob M. Harrington. Zane Francis Jesser. Jacob Paul Johnson. Daniel Jin Kong. Charles Scott Linja. Brianna D. Logerwell. Tanis Michael Lopez. Brendan Francis Cashbitter. Sydney Ray Osterloh. Allison Alyssa Labrum. Darren James Mabe. Kyle Charles Polito. Josiah Timothy Pratt. Mitch Allen Skiles. Benjamin P. Springley. Christopher Michael Timoni. Darvin Wayne Thornton. Christopher Allen Waltrip. Gillette Jimpy Zenner. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences will be greeted by Dean Andrew Kirsten. Joanne Jocelyn Roman, cum laude. Lindsay Laura Anderson. Tyler Allen Aronson. Caitlin Christine Aure. Mackenzie Marie Austin. Clarice Marie Bauer. Jose Daniel Bendick Vargas. Alex Larry Benching. Justin Tanner Botkin. Lindsay Brown. Gerald E. Brown. Macklin Kramer Brown. Aaron William California. Leah Cohn. Jesse James Davis. Alyssa Louise Dillon. Nicholas Michael D'Amico. Shelby Marie Donald. Kyla Robert Dupay. Susan Marie Everly. Kelly James Fisher. Brant Houston Fitzner. Andrew Dean Marshall. Andrielle Joanne Marie Flavel. Matthias Peter Fostvedt, magna cum laude. Amy Jo Gannon. Brian William Gill. Connor Richard Gleason. Holly Jo Goodnight. Alisa Lynn Goolsby. Alyssa Griffith. Stephanie Noel Hoggins. Claire Alicia Haley. Alice M. Harder. Megan Ann Harper. Patty Lynn Heath. Bethany Grace Henderson. Emily Nicole Highnote. Elizabeth Rose Holbrook. Timothy Richard Jensen. Daniel Paul Jewell. Jordan Kelly Johnson. Rebecca Tess Jones. Jody Elena Keir. Sarah Christine Keogh. Kirsten L. Klug, magna cum laude. Joseph Paul Knickerbocker. Samuel Graham Kester. Lauren Eileen Kramer. Abby Megan Larson. Blake Preston Laskowski. Anna Teresa Lau. Andre Levkiv. Daniel Liera. Cody Scott Lopez. Kim Marie Lutz. Alyssa Nicole Lyman. Sydney Marie Lyon. Amara Dean McKillop. Siane Miley. Courtney B. Mattoon. Joshua Christopher McCain. Megan Elizabeth McGraw. Joseph Aaron Pitzler. Mark Andrew Maceda. Chance Allen McLeod. Tyler Weston Nash. Alexandra Lurie Medina. Thomas Octavio Medina. Gina Elizabeth Mucci. Fernanda Lucia Miller. Nancy C. Morrison. Brianna Ray Murphy Johnston. John Raymond Nelmar. Artemi Nikitin. Jack Philip Ortiz. Bahia Nuri Parrish. Jacob W. Pierce. Samuel David Pence. Jason Richard Peters. Suzanne Marie Pianki. Brittany Diana Pica. David E. Pitsley. James Earl Randall. Amanda Rose Ratcliffe. Kyle Thomas Ray. Brian Garrett Regal. Trayshawn Robinson. Michaela Ray Schaefer, cum laude. Rachel Lynn Scheel. Daniel Ellis Schneider. Rhiannon Sarah Slack. Charlotte Elizabeth Smith. Ivan Duncan Stark. Catherine Deanne Sewer. Jaden Rose Suttlemeyer. George Augustus Thornborough. Christina Vasquez. Christopher Allen Wilkins. Alexandria Lee Wilson. Savannah Naomi Wilson. Catherine Wongman Kitkin. Alicia Victoria Woody. Seth William Worthen. Jace William Wrigley. Tiffany Vaughn Winch. Carolina Zamora. Lee Emerson Zimmerman. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Natural Resources will be greeted by Dean Kirk Pregetzer. Robert Kendall Marr. Tucker Allen Brower. Jacob Allen Brigham. Lauren Louise Brockle. Dale Douglas Brown. Cody James Clark. Eric Andrew Crawford. Cortland Todd Davies. Daniel Stephen Donnelly, magna cum laude. Robert Donald Easley. Elizabeth Goldie Gibbs, cum laude. Will Garrett Grindstaff. Timothy James Hendricks. Jeffrey Randall Johnson. William Keith Kennedy. Brian Thomas Keogh. Jacob William King, cum laude. Trista Mae Moody. Douglas Joseph Morford. Brian Charles Mumby. Christopher David Ohms. Amanda Nicole Pays. Brandon Michael Poxleitner. Paul David Schiller. Jonas C. Smith. Wesley Marshall Vestal. Dylan Andrew Weir. Kylie Sharon Wiggins. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Science will be greeted by Dean Paul Joyce. Mariah Jane Eckwright. Taylor Lynn Fletcher. Beverly J. Burtonshaw. Sarah V. Chu. Benjamin Jacques Jung Devad. James Carl Conrad. Robert Perry Emmons. Austin Lee Alley. Stephen Ray Bullitt. Richard J. Broadus. Angelina McKee Bouvelle. Crystal Jean Croshaw. Mike A. Covington. Savannah Ray Engel. Ian Randall Heyman. Max Jacob Kalika. Sarah Elizabeth Lanier. Mitchell Scott LeCoulter. Nicholas Gerald Ness. Chris Allen Orshak. Alexandra McKenzie Peters. Abigail Marie Pfeiffer. Megan L. Phelan. Rashana Regmi. Christina Marie Rolf Chubb. Jeffrey David Slonaker. Garrett Connor Tyke. Ton Lisa Tron. Kyle Matthew Tyler. Margaret K. Vaughn. Marlena Catherine Warner. Lengzi Zhang. And Ju Young Lee.
Well, may I have all the graduates please stand? This is the moment you've been waiting for. It's time to move your tassels from the right to the left. Go Vandals! Thank you, and please be seated. Now I'd like to acknowledge, thank, and commend our faculty. You are the source of guidance and knowledge for our students. You set our curricula, advise, teach, and mentor students. You conduct research, and you develop works in the creative and performing arts. You make innovations which are shared in your classrooms, in our laboratories, clinics, studios, our fields and landscapes throughout the state and around the world. Your intellect, commitment, training, experience, and wisdom is the core asset of the University of Idaho. Will the faculty of the University of Idaho please stand to be recognized? Thank you very much. It's a privilege and a joy to work with our very talented and committed student leaders. I would like to have stand Matt Gerard, Sergeant at Arms of the Student Bar Association. I think Anthony St. Clair, President of the Graduate and Professional Student Association, is not with us today, but we have with us Nate Fisher, President of the Associated Students of the University of Idaho. Nate. Thank you to our student leaders for their commitment to their fellow students on behalf of the University of Idaho. If you would be seated. I don't know what they're doing behind me either. Founded in 1898, the University of Idaho Alumni Association is nearly as old as the institution. We are pleased today to have Steve Johnson, Director of the University of Idaho Alumni Association, with us. Would you please stand once again? Alumni. Well, excuse me. This is a little confusing here. I'd like to ask all University of Idaho alumni in the audience and on the platform to rise and welcome the newest members of the University of Idaho alumni. So, and in the stands as well. Graduates, you are joining an elite and loyal group of individuals numbering over 111,000. Welcome to this brotherhood. All be seated. Before we conclude commencement, I'd like to take a moment to thank again the University Wind Ensemble and Daniel Johnson. There are many others who have worked for several months to make this event so special. My thanks to the University Commencement Committee, to the Faculty Commencement Committee, the University Support Services, our Kibbe Activity Center staff, University Communications and Marketing, the Registrar's Office, the Alumni Office, the Development Office, the President's Office, and all the colleges, faculty, and staff of the University of Idaho who had a part in planning this ceremony. Let's give them a round of applause. Special thanks to our commencement readers, Sarah Nelson, Matt Foss, and Terrence Grebe. Great job. Thank you. Once again, graduates, congratulations, and please join your family and friends at the reception immediately following the end of the ceremony, located just behind the curtain to your right. Please wait until the stage party has exited the seating area before you begin to recess. And before we conclude, we invite everyone to rise for the singing of the chorus of the Alma Mater. The words are located in your program on page 2. Please join in the singing of our Alma Mater.
Sunlight blaze and romance lies in her name.
This concludes the 120th commencement ceremony of the University of Idaho. Parents and families, please join your student at the President's reception on the main floor behind the curtain. Thank you for attending.